Iowa ends up getting the dub against Michigan State 74-61. Now, this game was fire. It was absolute fire. And the reason why is because I'm a sucker for underdogs. I'm a sucker for teams and players who are not supposed to do good doing good. And to me, this game, yes, Lucy Olsen, once again, Lucy Olsen does her thing for Iowa, right? Once again, 21 points. Okay, great. Almost a double-double with 9 assists. Okay, Lucy Olsen's great. I'm not going to talk about Lucy Olsen, okay? Hannah Stuelke had foul trouble throughout the whole game, ended up with a double-double. Hannah Stuelke's great. I'm not going to talk about Hannah Stuelke. I am going to talk about Ava Heiden. Ava Heiden, if y'all don't know, is a freshman for Iowa. Freshman for Iowa. She is one of those players that's just still very, very green, right? 6'4", pretty decent player, right? Can get in there and do something. But like Ava Heiden is she's not a real offensive threat. Not really. She's not. But guys, let me tell you, I was watching this game and Iowa was kind of in a little bit of trouble. Third quarter, I was in a bit of trouble because one, we saw Michigan State come in the start of the third quarter. I believe they knocked down 2 straight threes. And Lucy Olsen got her 3rd foul. Hannah Stuelke got her 3rd and ultimately 4th foul. And you saw both Hannah and Lucy on the bench for Iowa. And I was like, oh, I think Michigan State is about to hit the nail in the coffin, right? You got your 2 best players on the bench. They're in foul trouble. What in the world is Iowa going to do? Well, what happened was Ava Heiden comes in the game. Jensen, I don't know what she said to Ava Heiden, but Ava had herself a game.
Really, not even going into next year, but how does it make you feel for tomorrow and into the NCAA tournament that you now have an option if Hannah's got 4 fouls? Mm-hmm. It's not like, what am I going to do, or how can we work around this? You've got somebody now that she wants the ball down there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised because that's where I had a conversation before our last game. I met with her and just, continued to lay out the plan. And, she's a real smart kid, highly intelligent. She gets it. And I'd always put the challenges ahead of her. And she had put in the work. She's been working very much harder since the Big Ten started. So I just knew when we needed her, I felt like I would be comfortable to give her a shot. And I'm so thrilled that she was able to answer like she did.
In the third quarter, Ava running the floor, booking it, getting the ball, making her layups. Her teammates were finding her 11 points. Yeah, sure. You may think 11 points is not huge, but in that third quarter where it felt like the momentum was about to swing towards Michigan State, Ava comes in the game, plays like a veteran, and I was like, OMG, man. That is how you step up in the tournament. That's how you say, you know what? I have arrived. Yes, I only average 4.2 points a game. Yes, I don't play very much. However, my team needs me. Hannah is on the bench. She is in foul trouble. I need to do what I need to do for my team. I need to show up. I need to step up. And that is exactly what Ava did.
And towards the end of the third and even into the fourth, just you as a first-year player to be put on a big stage like this and produce when Hannah's having foul trouble, how do you stay so composed and just stay within yourself in a big moment like this?
I think all the reps that I've been putting in the dark have been helping a lot with that.
You've got the definition of a role player this season, but has it been difficult waiting for a chance to have moments like you had tonight?
Yeah, I think every freshman goes through this. It's definitely a roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs. And going from being the best player in high school to everyone around me is great. So learning to navigate that and then just putting the work in every day so that I can create that separation for myself.
And the thing I love is like, there was one time where she had just scored, and you know, her like she kept scoring anyway. Lots of layups because her teammates were finding her, and she was also running the floor and all that stuff. Iowa goes on a run. Michigan State, I believe Michigan State calls the timeout, and you literally see Ava's walking to the bench. You literally see all of her teammates going crazy, jumping into her, saying, "Yes, that is how you do it." Like, and Ava turned this game around, in my opinion. Yes, of course. You know, the star is Lucy Olsen. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. She's great. However, the third quarter was, in my opinion, the biggest opportunity to lose this game. Why? Because Jensen got a tech. Jensen was pissed in this game. She was pissed. Jan ended up getting a tech. You know, you had your two best players in Lucy and Hannah on the bench. This was Michigan State's opportunity. Unfortunately, they couldn't totally capitalize, and they did not expect Ava to do anything. And, you know, it's one of those things where, Kojo, you're right. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That is a motto that you know, has been a thing that I've been talking about on this channel. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What that means is, hey, you never know when your time is called. You never know. This is one of those things where you just always have to be ready. Be ready for when your number is called, that you show up. That means that every day in practice, you are rocking out. You are making sure that you are doing the little things necessary. You're spending that extra time in practice. You're spending that extra time rebounding. You're spending that extra time, even though you may not be seeing the fruits of your labor and you getting a lot more minutes. But yesterday, Ava was ready. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. She played 12 minutes, went 4 for 4, finished with 11 points, 2 steals. It was her career high, guys. It was her career high. And the reason why I'm focusing on her, because truly, I think she was the game MVP. She was, in my opinion. To me, the game MVP has nothing to do. Well, it has stuff to do with points, but it's not all about points. It's about impact and helping to turn around a game that looked like it was possibly in Michigan State's control. Because again, Michigan State came out to a hot start in the third quarter, right? And ultimately, we see what happened. So shout out to Ava for a fantastic game. Like, this is exactly what you need to be doing, night in and night out. Exactly what you need to do. So yeah, that's my little spiel on Ava. I really, that was partially why I even wanted to make this stream, is I really wanted to talk about her, because I just thought she was great. Like, and again, it's not all about the box score. Like, that is one thing that I just I feel like I keep preaching on this channel. A lot of times people just stat watch and they're like, oh, you know, this person had 20 points. Wow, they must have been the MVP and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of times people just look at the box score and they're not actually watching the game and actually seeing like who was the most impactful player. The most impactful player was Ava, in my opinion, because of the way she rallied Iowa in that third quarter specifically.
Were you just hoping for her to help you get to the end of the quarter, or were you hoping maybe for more, that she could go 7-8 minutes?
No, I've been pushing our staff, because that matchup was the right matchup for Van Sluten. And because Hannah gives up a little size. But if, you know, at the end we had, you know, you could have Hannah sometimes guarding 40 A-Rolt, and you could have Ava guarding Van Sluten. And the only thing is she's a freshman. But if we could go and get that in there, but I didn't want to try to score and get him in foul trouble. And Addie's a bigger, she's a known commodity if you can get Addie open at the short or at the block. But then I told Randy, I said, we need to go. We need to counter that. So I was hopeful. I didn't know for sure she was going to produce like that. But I was all about her going for as long as she could because her athleticism and her bounce is really similar to Van Sluten. And I like that matchup. And in fact, Ava played when we played there. Ava, I don't know for sure, but she played the most minutes this whole season when we played at Michigan State December 15th. And she did a solid job. Not like this, but she was coming.